Okay, this video is about God coming through for a whole lot of people that's been waiting. Some of you all have been waiting for God to manifest your blessings, take you to the next level. And I have been having dreams maybe for the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks or so, maybe a little longer, where God is coming to the masses. And I tell you what, so one of my dreams, I was on an airplane and there was a first class and there was a coach on this plane. But the bottom line is the plane was getting in the air regardless of what class you were assigned to. And we were all going to a destination, okay? And admittedly, I was assigned to first class, but I'm so accustomed to flying coach. I pulled the curtain back to look back there like maybe I could squeeze in back there. And let me tell y'all, coach was packed. There were so many people in coach and they looked like why I just remember the face of this one black man. He was a little chubby little guy and he was a little older, probably in his mid 50s or so. He could have been a little younger, but he was looking like, get this plane off the ground. And the plane was about to take off. First class was not full at all. And that says a lot, right, with regard to responsibility and what God has called us to, and people making their plane and being obedient to God so that they can make it to that first class seat, because to whom much is given, much is required, hence the first class seat. But a lot of you also have your calling and you're in coach, you're still going to the same place where first class is, you still going somewhere like first class, right? The plane don't break in half and the first class go that way and coach go that way. Let me tell you, coach was packed and people were sweating. They were jammed in. It was a lot of people getting ready to take off. Now, that's a dream I had 2.5 months ago. I just had another dream like last night, this morning, where the Lord showed me a bunch of people. No, I take that back. I had this dream within the last like week and a half, where the Lord showed me we were actually, the plane had landed and we were in like a hangar, and but the hangar had no planes. It was open and there were seats, and we were waiting essentially for transportation out of the airfield or out of the hangar or whatever. And I just won't forget this white man, and he was very, like in the USA, I'm in the USA. He was like very like rural South, but you know, Ohio is, even though it's north, it's kind of like rural South. So I'm not gonna say he wasn't from Ohio, but like a Kentucky and Arkansas and Ohio, you get my drift. He was with his family. I saw his wife, and I saw, I don't know if it was his kids or his grandkids. It was some little kids with him. He had all the baggage. Let me tell you, he was so ready to get out of that hangar. He started grabbing his whole family's bags himself, like throwing them on his back and picking up all these bags. And he was running out of the hangar. He didn't wait for the ground transportation, right? Because when you land at an airport, you take ground transportation, whether it's a cab, an Uber, or a train, whatever. He did not wait for there was ground transportation lined up for us, and dude did not wait. He was like knocking people over, and he may have bumped into me, which is why I remember him in the dream. And I was kind of incensed, like, dude, watch it, you running into people, chill. And I saw him like leave and just banging these bags, and his poor wife's trying to keep up with him and the little kids. He was like, I'm over. So I was like, so when I woke up, I woke up kind of irritated because dude bumped into me, I think. But at the same time, I had to kind of laugh because that's probably someone who has really been going through, that God has made a lot of promises to. And he was like, I'm over this. Like, this plane has landed. Get me out of here. I ain't waiting for no bus. I ain't waiting for no taxi. I ain't waiting for no Uber. If I got to start walking out of this airstrip, I'm walking. Come on, baby, let's go. And the little kids kind of trying to keep their little legs up next to him. And he didn't care who he knocked over. So with that being said, first of all, the first piece is God is coming through. Your planes have landed. Whatever God has promised you, it is about to be fulfilled. But please, the second piece, wait on your ground transportation. Don't get ahead of the game. God has made provision for you. Don't be knocking folks over trying to get where you supposed to be going. You have landed. You are in the hangar. Please wait for the ground transportation, because I don't want to be knocked over by you, and neither does anybody else. And your poor wife trying to keep up, and the little kids' little legs trying to keep up. Okay? So we're in a season, y'all. We're in the season of manifestation of promises. Keep on keeping on. Okay.